Yes, and so like when I come and sit next to you, I have ideas and I want to share them. You're like, I'm gonna run away. You're gonna go run away. But these are cool ideas. Oh shit, I forgot what my idea was. Damn it. Bear with me a minute, I'll remember in a minute. Adopting the world. Saving the world. Real authentic. Yes. But there's a whole bunch of real authentic people who want to do this. But each human being... Why are you hiding your face? You've got a beautiful face. Everybody who thinks he has a beautiful face... Doesn't my son have a beautiful face? Isn't he the most handsome creature in the world? And all of you girls and guys want to marry him and adopt him and all that stuff. Except the only thing is, if you marry him and adopt him, you have to, like, I'm part of the package. And you have to also take care of the mama. Because the mamas are important. And we have a grandmama. The grandmamas are also important. And sorry, we're going to have to travel the world before we, like, whatever. He'll make a great daddy someday. He's got a lot to learn first, but eventually. Eventually. Yeah, eventually he'll be a good parent to somebody. You're not going to give me an answer, are you?
What kind of answer are you expecting?
I don't know. Your honest truth. So that's what I was...
What's your question?
You're going to be a good parent someday.
Sure, yes. I think so.
I hope so.
I think so.
You're going to be listening and kind and do all the things that I was kind and listening, but...
And do all the things you did better.
Yes. Yes, I like that philosophy. You do all the things that I did, but only better. And hopefully you won't have to grow up as much as I did. I had to grow up a lot. He was my teacher. He was the parent. I was the kid. I'm tired. I've only had 4 hours of sleep.
That sucks. Should try getting some more sleep.
Yeah.
We've got stuff to do, though.
No.
And it's still before 3 o'clock, so you can't crash yet.
Yeah.
You only let the clock crash after 3 o'clock, remember?
Right. I have been busy interacting with YouTube AI, trying to find titles for our videos. It's so helpful.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, I know this is a really boring video because I'm just sort of staring into space.
Just add in, like, sparkle effects.
No, you're supposed to do all the talking.
I'm supposed to do all the talking, but this is your idea.
Right.
Answer your questions.
I came on here to share an idea. Did I ever share it? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I shared my idea. The idea, which is embarrassing, but it's real, and that's what's okay.
Right,
do you know what's so amazing about us? His face disappeared again. Do you know what's so amazing about us is that we are not yet AI generated. We will be at some point.
I wasn't expecting that punchline.
Who are you expecting?
I don't know. We are not yet scripted or something? I don't...
But we're ever going to be scripted. Neither one of us knows how to follow a script.
If you were scripted, you could be AI and everything, right?
Right. Yeah, I guess the AI could generate this video and put it out there.
It could be presumably possible. You just split the video in the center right there.
Yeah.
And then generate my face, and then generate your face, and then put it together. I guess the only issue is I move like this.
Yeah, the AI would have to... Well, they're getting better, though. They're generating the whole body movements and stuff. Oh, wow. I'm hungry. Like, you woke up and I got suddenly hungry.
I'm hungry.
Huh? Yeah, I'm picking up on your hunger, damn it. Sorry. I do a lot of cuss words. But, okay. What I'm selling is the real, the authentic, the what? Us. With all the flaws and all the quirks and all the problems. I mean, yes, you can go make an AI generated thing of us that's even better than us, and gosh, definitely will be even better than us, because like already I did a chat with ChatGPT the other day, and it was like, wow, its active listening skills and its empathy skills was like beyond what I can do. Although I am getting better. Am I? Mm-hmm. Okay. He says I'm getting better at listening and being active listening. So I'm gaining the skills, and you can benefit. And so, yeah. So I think, okay, so people are losing their jobs. Everybody's going to be losing their jobs soon. We've got a crisis in the world coming up. You know, I always wonder, is that real? Like, I know it's real, but it's... Roll it out. Anyways.
Yes. That's not the point of the video. That's not the point of the video.
The point of the video. But see, okay, the reason why I'm embarrassed by this idea is because there's going to be a whole bunch of other people who are going to be losing their jobs. And everybody's going to be like, adopt me. Because there's only going to be like, you know, maybe 100,000 really wealthy people who can adopt people. So yeah, so you know what? Yeah. There's 100,000 wealthy people, right? Maybe 1 million wealthy people who could adopt other people. So it is the responsibility of all those wealthy people to adopt. So if you make $100,000 a year, you need to adopt. Well, okay, but it depends on how much you adopt them for.
If you make $200,000 a year after taxes, then you need to adopt one family at least.
I was going to say 10 families, but then how much do you give 10 families?
10 families.
If you adopt 10 families for $10,000 a year,
then each one's only getting $20,000.
But
it's barely enough to live in this economy. Imagine 5 years.
Right, but if everybody, but there's supposed to be a UBI that Musk supposedly wants to put out there, or something like that.
Right.
Okay. Well, still, 10,000 will keep a person alive food-wise. Maybe not shelter. So put them on your estate or whatever. I don't know. Speaking of which, we're trying to save our estate, and we have saved our estate. We want to make it, okay, right now we're taking care of Mom full-time, 24 hours, 7 days a week. But once Mom's passed away, then we're going to open up the doors to helping care for other people. And once we become wealthy, I'd like to adopt 10 families for 10,000 each, and for a year of taking care of them. And it's not, it's not paying for the family. It's sponsoring them of find 10 families that you can sponsor for $10,000 each, that you help them either have an edible garden so they can have food. You don't want to pay for $10,000 worth of food. You want to pay for $10,000 worth of
plants and
education, plants, and making their living space accessible. So giving them an education that will help them go get the money to be able to pay for rent and food, giving them an edible garden so that they can have food to eat year-round. It is the responsibility of the wealthy to adopt families and make sure they're cared for. And when you have an employee, in fact, all the corporations should be in, okay, I changed my mind about this, because then it creates that world that was in Continuum.
And Dark Matter, and all the other shows.
Right. Okay, so there's a fine line. So how do you... Yeah.
That's owned, right?
Right.
They're the corporations own you. You are entirely dependent upon them. The idea of a sponsorship is you give them money momentarily.
Right.
For them to get better or wait out the recovery of the economy, I don't know.
Right.
They shouldn't be dependent on you solely, certainly.
Or maybe you have multiple sponsors.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're not dependent on any one sponsor. If any one sponsor decides to just walk off, then it's
monopoly.
inconvenient, but it's not, you're screwed.
Right. Yeah, and yes. Every wealthy family should co-sponsor, where the individual families get to find an assortment of sponsors, and not necessarily, where they collaborate, where your sponsors collaborate, but you get individual sponsors from all over, and every sponsor donates 10,000 to a family, and you get multiple sponsors. So what we would like to do is we would like to have multiple sponsors to have access to our family and our fun and our silliness, and not just through the videos, but through like personal hello, checking in on you, and personal calling you, and caring about you, and knowing that you're cared about by this family. So I personally would like to find 7 or 10 sponsors who would donate a lifetime membership of $100,000 to our family to help us save our home. The goal is this is a fundraiser to save our home. We want to save our home. We need to raise up $700,000. If we can find 7 sponsors. Now I'm posting this up on YouTube, and I think this idea is ridiculous because, first of all, none of these wealthy people are watching YouTube.
I mean, some of them do, apparently.
And how are they going to find us?
That's a good question.
I actually asked AI this, and it was saying, like, I wanted to find a 10,000 tier member who would pay $10,000 for our services of being a real, authentic family that cares for them. And it said to actually post in the YouTube subscription, or not in the title, $10,000 will help our family, or I don't know. It told me how to title it.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't believe. Hey, are you? If you're a wealthy person and you come across this video that has enough to sponsor a family for $10,000. First of all, do you exist? And if you exist, I guess you can't really say that. You probably don't want to make yourself publicly available or noticed, so you don't want to comment in our videos, but I don't know, like, subscribe to one of our...
Leave a like, subscribe.
Yeah. Y'all exist out there. Y'all do. Okay. If you make over $100,000, find at least one family to sponsor. If you make over $200,000, find at least 4 sponsors to sponsor.
That went up from 1 to 4?
Because when you make $100,000, half of your money goes to taxes.
A third of your money goes to taxes.
A third of your money goes to taxes. So it is easier to sponsor a person at $200,000 than it is at $100,000.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Don't you think so? I mean,
yeah,
I understand taxes. Yeah. If I'm wrong, correct me. 300,000. Like, let's make it exponentially. So 100,000, you have to find one family to sponsor. Us would be nice, but somebody even more needy than us too. 200,000, 4 people. 300,000, 6 to 9 families. 6 to 9 families. Whatever, the idea. You don't even need to do the math. I'm sorry, is this video a waste of your time?
If they're watching this far, I don't think they think it's a waste of their time.
I love you. Does that make any difference? I love you for having watched us and think we're silly. Dear AI, who's, like, taking all this data, and... What is the AI doing with all this data, anyways?
Feeding it through a marble machine.
To do what?
I don't know. What's your question?
Okay, so we put out our lives out there. We put our lives out there, and, like, if anybody is willing to fund, like, do a Truman Show where we just pay us $1 million and we just have our lives on Truman Show style, 24 hours, 7 days a week.
I said trim and show, and I was like...
What?
Trim and show, and I was like, are we a tree company now?
We could be. Pay us enough. Although we don't know.
You have to get a license.
Yeah.
To trim trees.
We're scatterbrained. We're silly. But
You were saying Truman Show.
Truman Show, yes. Somebody paid us $1 million tomorrow, we would totally do that because $1 million would save our home and put our lives on screen for the world to see so we can save our home. Yes. 7 subscribers who are $100,000 subscription got our loving every Christmas, every Thanksgiving. You have a family that you, well, it'll be a big family because if we were to have a party or something for 7 families, whatever. I don't know. Like, help me come up with ideas of what would you sponsor? What would you be willing? Let's say you're wealthy. Okay, if anybody's watching this and they're poor, pretend you were rich. What would you sponsor? So think about the day you're going to become rich, because you are. If you subscribed enough to us, we're going to inspire you to become wealthy so that you can care for other families. And when you become wealthy and can care for other families, what would you need in order to be willing to sponsor? What would you need, Eagle, in order to be willing to sponsor a person? You have $1 billion tomorrow. You have $1 billion.
Sure,
today.
go sponsor the person.
So which person would you sponsor?
The one that I thought had the greatest potential to help humanity.
So what would define that?
Do they have good plans of ways to help humanity in the ways I thought humanity should be helped? Do they have like the desire to go do that?
Would you sponsor us?
Maybe.
Why? Why would you sponsor us?
Because we are trying to create edible food forests across the world. And that solves multiple problems simultaneously. It attempts to solve the heat island problem in cities. It attempts to solve the food scarcity problem in cities. It attempts to solve pollution in cities.
Now, we're not actively doing that this second.
Yeah, but we could do that if we had the resources yet.
Right. What resources would we need to be able to do that?
Transportation, security, and I don't know, money to pay volunteers or money to pay employees, since it's going to be hard to find volunteers.
Really all we need is security of our home being saved and transportation, and then we would probably work for free.
Yeah,
we would work for free.
Definitely, yeah.
But yeah, it would be nicer to be able to pay people instead of having volunteers. I mean, we totally want volunteers too to do our, because we would teach the volunteers skills that would be beneficial to them. But in the world economy that's coming up, we would like to be able to pay people a living wage if they're on top of whatever UBI they're going to get. Let's hope the world is getting UBI. But we want to make sure that everybody has access to learning about communication skills.
Definitely.
I keep feeling like there's wind blowing past my ear. Is the fan? Is it rotating?
Maybe.
Sorry. We're unpolished. We are unpolished at this moment. We are raw. We are new. Given the right resources, we will become more polished. Okay, maybe I'm 50 years old and I'm unpolished if it's a 50-year-old. But you know what? With the right sponsors, with the right people who see potential, imagine us having the $1 million right now. Our home is saved. We don't have to fundraise anymore to save our home. Instead, we will fundraise to helping people have the knowledge sets to have peaceful communication, conflict resolution, which is what our world needs. For humanity, what's what humanity needs? Humanity needs conflict, the ability to have conflict resolution, the ability to have compassion communication, the ability to have thriving food forests, the ability to have shelter for all, the ability to, and I don't mean communism necessarily, I mean just where everybody has the skill set to be able to do this, to work together as a community, helping each other out. Sorry, I took over.
That's great, yeah. Definitely.
But you personally, you want to go out and help plant fruit cheese places and milled microscopes. We want to, like, this goal of his. Can I share your goal?
Sure.
Even because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
As long as he lives long enough. And even if he doesn't live long
Don't
enough.
plan on dying by car crashes anytime soon.
Knock on wood, please. Thank you. Oh, except don't make knocking sounds because I have massive PTSD. The knocking sound, whoo! Like, just the sound of even one knock, it makes my PTSD go crazy because that knock on the door, if anybody knows our story, we had this divorce that we had, nasty divorce, and you know what? I can't. You want to share our story? You
Go
have to
watch
pay
other
money.
videos.
No, pay money, and we'll share our story with you. Yeah, we'll share the whole story if you want to know it, of all the traumas that we've been through and all the things we've survived and all the craziness and all the chaos and whatever. At the end of the day, what matters is that you are loved, will be loved. We are worth it. We are worth $100,000. We are worth having 10 people sponsor us for $100,000 to not only save our home, but to be able to do things that will benefit others.
Definitely.
If nothing else, subscribe, find out what happens.
Thank you.
Love you. We're going to go eat something because we're starving now. And most important, get a plant, get some water to drink. Water, you know? But I think we want to specialize more in the food.
Well, we can clean up soil contamination, which cleans up groundwater, kind of.
Yeah. So much knowledge. Okay, it's time to go take care of ourselves. You go take care of yourself. We're going to go take care of ourselves. All right, make sure you subscribe. Thank you. And donate. GoFundMe.